In the dust-soft mornings of Logar Province, 1949, a quiet child named Ashraf Ghani grew up listening to the distant hum of Kabul, dreaming of a country he felt destined to understand. He wasn't born into power or wealth or legacy. His father was a government clerk. His family lived simply. But Ghani's mind was never simple. As a teenager, he left Afghanistan for Beirut, a place of ancient stone, academic brilliance, and unexpectedly love. At the American University of Beirut, he met Rula, the woman who would stand beside him for decades. Few people know that they're interfaith. Cross-cultural marriage was considered bold at the time, yet he never once stepped back from it. But then, history caught up to him. In 1978, when a communist coup took over Kabul, Ghani was stranded in the United States. His male relatives were arrested. Afghanistan was tearing itself apart, and he could only watch from afar. It wasn't exile, it was heartbreak. At Columbia University, he turned that heartbreak into purpose. Ghani didn't just study Afghanistan, he dissected it. His PhD explored 2 centuries of Afghan power, rule, and struggle. Professors described him as relentless, reading deep into the night, mapping political patterns no one else noticed. Then came the World Bank. Then came global missions, development battles, institutional reform. Ghani traveled through war-shaken nations, studying how countries rise and why they fall. He was preparing, though he didn't yet know it, for the fight of his life. In 2001, after the Taliban were toppled, he finally returned to Kabul. Not as a visitor, as a builder. As Minister of Finance, he pushed reforms with an intensity that startled even his allies. He launched the National Solidarity Program, sending funds directly to isolated villages so they could build roads, clinics, wells without middlemen, without corruption. It became one of the most successful projects in Afghan history. People whispered that Ghani wasn't just a technocrat, he was a man possessed by a vision. Then in 2014, in a tense, divided election, Ashraf Ghani became president of Afghanistan. A scholar in a palace once ruled by kings and warlords. A professor suddenly responsible for a nation scarred by 4 decades of conflict. But Afghanistan was changing faster than anyone could control. Peace talks faltered, violence surged, hope thinned, and then, August 15th, 2021, the Taliban entered Kabul. The streets throbbed with panic. Ghani made a decision that would define him forever. He fled the city, claiming later that staying would have triggered a massacre. Some called him a villain. Others said he prevented bloodshed. The truth remains tangled, like everything in Afghan history.